They were trying to connect this right now. Hopefully it works. I think it's gonna work now. What's up, everybody? Let's get into the news right now. Coming right now. Okay? Give me like a minute. Is the music too loud? All the sounds.
So please make up your mind. One yard is for my blood run, and your blood is so down. She always be watching you. And there it could be
one more time.
One yard, you know. And that's your mind. Oh, you know, Babbzy. What's your mind? Oh, you know, Babbzy.
Trying to see if YouTube is working. Okay. So let's go, guys.
I want you to touch my hand, to show me you.
Oh, you guys like this stuff, please?
When Babbzy sound is playing, sound very wonderful. You know my can't express this feeling of tenderness. So them now say when a Babbzy, you know.
Everton Blender.
Yeah.
I don't know if YouTube is working, but we're going to get into the news right now, my people. You understand? Hope you guys had a great weekend. Everything went well for everybody. You know, it's Monday, and I know how you guys feel whenever you see Monday come about. You're always just like, Lord, have mercy. So let me see if I can show people out here. Miss Ariane Walker, Deborah, if you guys can hear me good, let me know. Can you guys hear me good? So we have some Caribbean news to get into today, a lot of the topics. So let's just start up. Today, Trinidad had a second earthquake, another earthquake. It recorded at 4.2. 4.2. Is that today or yesterday? That was yesterday. University of West Indies UE Seismic Research Center has recorded a 4.2 magnitude earthquake which rocked parts of northwest Trinidad late Sunday night. This is the second quake to rock Trinidad in roughly 3 hours. So Trinidad seems to be having a lot of earthquakes lately. What's going on over there? I'm not sure. I hope everybody's safe. If you're from Trinidad and you are watching this live, make sure you leave a comment below. Put your flag. In fact, everybody put your flag or where you from in here so that I'll know which news to read and which news not to read for the people because, I got to support the people that vote here. So, yeah, the Trinidad had a 4.2 magnitude earthquake late Sunday night. I hope everybody is okay over there. Some other interesting news, people. We have, let's see, Anguilla is back up in business ever since Hurricane Irma. It's been a year later and they're back in business. Everything is pretty much back to normal. So this article says, I haven't been to Anguilla yet. I'm going to be going to Anguilla soon within the next 365 days. Somebody going to let me stay at the house. I'll come into Anguilla. So, a lot of the smaller islands were hit very, very hard last year when it came to, Hurricane Irma. A lot of countries still may not even have power. So it's good to see that, Yeah, it says one of the most beautiful resort destinations in the Caribbean has bounced back in the years since Irma, and there's never been a better time to visit Anguilla. Here's what Anguilla's like now, and plus what you should do when you get there. So there's actually an article, a few articles, in the Forbes travel section, CNN travel section. So you guys need to go check Anguilla out because they are bounced back ever since Hurricane Irma. Now some crazy news. Cruise passengers thought they were off to Bermuda but ended up in Halifax. Halifax is Canada. Bermuda is Bermuda. Vacationers who packed bathing suits for Bermuda instead of bundled in sweaters as their cruise ship docked in Halifax on Sunday. Their travel plans derailed by a hurricane. Norwegian Dawn, which has a capacity of 2,300, was originally supposed to spend 7 days a round trip from Boston to Bermuda, but it swept into Halifax on Sunday morning and set up its stop in the Maritimes, an itinerary change thanks to Hurricane Florence. I would be so pissed off. You mean to tell me I'm getting on my bathing suit, got my swimsuit body in place and everything, I'm on a cruise ship chilling, and all of a sudden I end up in Rascal, Halifax? I hope they give these people another trip for this year. That don't sound right. I would not be happy about that at all. If you would rather go to Halifax over Bermuda, then you probably don't like blasted heat. But some great news for St. Vincent, people. Great news for St. Vincent. Air Canada is expanding flights to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Air Canada is expanding its flights to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the carrier said this week. The carrier's Air Canada Rouge brand will be offering year-round, non-stop flights from Toronto to St. Vincent. Can you guys give me a clap in the Can you give me a clap in the chat? Do you know how many times I want to go to St. Vincent and just can't do the connection because I'm like, I got to take Liat and I just can't do it? This is amazing news for St. Vincent. The weekly flights Thursday will resume October 25th and continue year-round, with a second flight on Sundays set to operate during the peak season from December 16th to April 28th, 2019. People, St. Vincent gonna see me very often. Don't try and give me no amount of cool when I reach over there. You understand what I'm saying? But this is good ass news. This is amazing news for St. Vincent. This is so great. Let me tell you something. I am wow because Liat is just not the airline I want to travel on. You know what I mean? It's just not the airline that I want to travel on. Now, some not so great news. 2 Barbadian men were found murdered in Jamaica. Corpses of the 2 men were found in the bushes of the Woodburn near Yallas in the eastern parish of St. Thomas on Friday. They are Dario Yearwood and Daniel Griffiths, both from Barbados. The men reportedly arrived in Jamaica on Wednesday, close to midday, and should have checked in a Kingston hotel but never did. Detectives who went to the murder scene recovered an identification card belonging to one of the men. Further checks with immigration authorities on Saturday revealed that the men were Barbadian nationals. According to reports, shortly after 1 p.m. Friday, a resident who had gone to tend to his cattle stumbled upon the bodies. The police were called to the scene. One of the bodies had gunshot wounds to the head and side, while the other had a bullet wound to the upper body. Residents told the police that shortly after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they heard gunfire in the area. There's something really weird about this story because it's like, okay, the last time I checked, I don't know if there's a direct flight from Barbados to Jamaica. I don't think there is. I think you have to connect in Trinidad. I don't think there's a direct flight to Jamaica. So, I don't know if you'd be going to Jamaica from Barbados to vacation. You know what I mean? You arrive at the airport, and then you never make it to your hotel destination. I mean, The airports in Jamaica have a lot of security. I mean, I just came back from there. I was there for some fest, and there's guards out there. So I don't know if they could have just got kidnapped and stuff like that. I will tell you that, like, when I went to Guyana, we had a gun pulled on us in the parking lot when we were leaving. It was a little kid on top of that. He was like maybe 13, 14, pulled a gun on us and wanted our money. But this was maybe 11 years ago when I had went to, and it was like, I was surprised that somebody could pull a gun on you in the parking lot. When I went to Trinidad, weird incident, a cop came up to us and was like, where's your Canadian or U.S. money that you have? And I was with Kevin, and we were like, huh? And he's like, I need your U.S. and Canadian currency. And we were just like, we don't have none, right? But I just felt weird that these people would just be asking me for money, like, and he was a cop or police. So I was like, is this dude, like, taking advantage of his job? Like, what's going on here? It was just very confusing that happened. So in Jamaica, there's security and guards at the airport. So it's like, I don't think they were kidnapped. I don't know if they came to Jamaica to do something that this is just a very weird story. This story doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? This doesn't sound like, I don't know. It just, to me, it's like, it just doesn't really, follow, like, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of stories online. People are like, oh, they're into scamming. They're into this. I don't know these two young men. I don't know what they could have been getting into, what they could have been involved in. But to me, I feel like something there is really odd. You can't just, be dragged up from the airport in Kingston like that. You taking a taxi. Like, I don't know. There's more details. I'm gonna follow this story a bit because I feel like something really is off here. And then lastly, there's the story of the young girl who was buried over the weekend, who was 13 years old, and she was killed by a Trinidadian teacher in Jamaica. And again, I'm like, how does your teacher kill, like, I don't know what's going on, but the only thing I can say is my condolences to the family, of the young girl. And what I will say to all of you watching is this, it's time to start paying a little bit more attention to the people who are supposedly the safe ones, the caregivers, these kinds of people, because I am really starting to feel like a lot of pastors and a lot of teachers get into these jobs just so that they can molest children, that they can take advantage of children. We're seeing way too much incidents of, pastors troubling people, child teachers. It looks like this teacher has a history of sexual abuse as well, a Trinidadian teacher working in Jamaica. I think that there has to be a little bit more, rigorous background checks for these kinds of people, because it's like you're letting people around children who are the most vulnerable people in society. You can't just let, your children walk around with somebody just because they say they're a pastor, they're a bishop, they're a deacon, they're a teacher. These people, you have got to pay attention to them because they are the ones taking advantage of young children. And for me, I'm concerned when I see stuff like this. It's just really, 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 really weird to me when I see a teacher killing a child and stuff like that. Like, these kinds of stories kind of irk me. So, there you have it, folks. I just wanted to test today to do the YouTube and Facebook at the same time. It is happening at the same time right now. So, I'm normally going to be doing this segment Am I retarded? I'm normally going to be doing this segment Sundays at 6 p.m. The reason that I wasn't doing it yesterday was because while she fired from Major Lazer, you guys, I don't know if you know him, you should know him. He's one of my people, like family. He threw an event here in Toronto yesterday from 2 p.m. till 8 p.m. And I was like, oh, God. And, like, there's certain people that you just don't miss their event. He's one of them. So I had to go to that event and basically pass through. So it was good, good music. I was surprised that, a lot of those good tunes played. Because normally when you go to parties nowadays, you just hear the same songs over and over and over again. So I will be doing this segment on Sundays from 6 p.m. I will be putting the invites up on YouTube and on Facebook. So this segment is just going to be about the news. It's not going to be gossip stuff. It's not going to be giddy stuff. It's not going to be that kind of laughy stuff. It's going to be more of a news segment because, as you know, I have been less interactive on Facebook for the last couple of months. A lot of people have been saying that they miss me, these kinds of things. But, I find that my sanity is a lot better when I'm just not on the comments anymore. It's just gone to that point where like there's 250,000 people following me on Facebook. Do you know what I mean? And it's just way too much now for me to be engaging still. We're looking at doing a more privatized type of Babbzy at large page where it's like on Patreon where, you come on and it's like you're a little bit more engaging. That's where I would be engaging a bit more because I just can't do it anymore on Facebook and I can't do it anymore on YouTube. It's like there's too much comments, way too much people messaging. Now Instagram is kind of getting up there. So for me, it's like I can't keep up with all of that stuff. It's way too much. It's way too much. So folks, I have a song for you guys to listen to on the way out. Sunday segment is going to be a little bit longer. I just really wanted to kind of get this testing up and running. I'll be in my actual setting that I'm supposed to be in. Today I'm in my room still because my mom is here creating a lot of havoc because she's doing her cooking show. She's going to be up and running on that soon. I will put the link in the comments afterwards and I'll pin it so that you can check Mom's channel and follow her because she's going to be doing her cooking stuff. So, I know that some of you guys are going through some hardships and stuff. So I picked the song today that everybody's going to be able to relate to and sing with. And, this is the song we're going out to. And nice song. Hang in there. It gets easier. This is Edwin Yearwood, Something Greater. We're a woman cannot be one. All his offspring are right tomorrow. And the white is so. Stay with me, guys. Hang in there. Weekend soon come. Payday's coming. You gonna make it. But we must keep fighting on. We can't ever seem to realize man's own greatest destiny. Same guys, you guys don't know the song? Something Greater, Eddie Lewis. Wait. Something greater than me. Take your hands out, look till you see. Hang in there, folks. Life gets better. Stay positive. I'm going to see you guys Sunday, 6 p.m. Hang in there, something greater than me. Understand what I'm saying? Lyrics. Let's see who's on Facebook. Bye, Tasha. Hang in there, Tasha. Hang in there. Martinez, hang in there. Don't worry, it's going to get better. Life gets better. Stay positive. Stay positive, Denise. Hang in there, Sammy.